Excuse me. What's up, everybody? It's Monday. It's Monday, August 29th, 2022. And here we are. I don't know. What is it, like 2.5 years? Is it 2 years? Let's just call it 2 years. 2 years into COVID being a thing. And I have managed to contract it this late in the game. Those of you that will recall, Olivia had it, Vicky had it multiple times. I didn't catch it. I encountered it many times with sick people around me, and I did not contract the virus. But here we are in August, the end of August 2022, and I feel like I got run over by a dump truck with the Rona. Tested positive for COVID. Was up all night coughing, congestion, feeling sick, basically. You just put all of those sickness symptoms out there. I've got that going on. But I've been in contact with my doctors and whatnot, and we'll see what happens. So, just going to be doing the regular stuff, drinking giant bottles of water, randomly falling asleep and isolating from people, and, of course, wearing a mask around my family members at any point in time, and staying isolated and not sleeping right next to my lovely spouse and breathing in her face while she's asleep, So I have to sleep in the guest room and be on hiatus here for a little while. So, but I was on hiatus last week because we had gone to Alaska for our sort of annual Alaska trip, which we used to do like 2, but nowadays we do 1, which is funny because, we didn't do the Alaska trip last year because of the pandemic. And then, of course, everything's opened up now. Everything's fine. And then, of course, I probably, I don't know if I caught it going to Alaska or not. Obviously, I have no idea who I caught it from, but I did. And that's a thing. So just an update on what's going on with your boy over here. That's why I've been gone for like 2 weeks, and admittedly, I do not like being gone. I have like a million projects I want to do. It's 80 degrees and sunny out today, and I would like to be out there working on building my new fish room. That's what I would like to be doing right now. But I got a little high water moment here with taking a bunch of medications, and I'm feeling okay right now, probably for this hour window of not feeling like I'm dying. But like right now, my skin hurts. You know what I'm talking about? When you're all achy and gross, and your skin is just like, ugh. I have that going on right now, and that's a bummer. I don't like that feeling at all. And the coughing fits this morning was brutal. I was about to get in my truck and drive to the hospital because I was just coughing for like an hour straight, and then it died down. It was just like that. There you go. You're going to have a fit of coughing for a while. So I have congestion, like my head's all messed up and everything, and I just feel like crap. But I don't have a crazy fever, so my doc says that that's probably fine. Like I said, I've been talking with them. Had a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about today, but I don't think I can talk about it in like a cohesive way. Like I don't even think I could formulate a solid thought process. So, but definitely want to give a shout out to everybody who showed up to say hi today, like Aubrey and Mikey and Alyssa and Linda and Daryl and Crazy Aquarium Guy. Mickham, Big Pedro. I haven't seen Big Pedro in a grip. Would love to see Big Pedro around more often. Skydancer's here. What's going on? Metal Fish. It's crazy how it picks and chooses. It only gets you once it fits your personality, I believe. I don't know what that means, but all right. Yeah, it's just it's weird how I had lots of people around me with COVID and I never caught it, and then so yeah, it's just weird that I caught it now, but it is what it is, you know. Sorry about COVID, bro. I never asked for this. Please give me a shout out for my new channel. I'm done being pushed around like crazy aquarium guy. They still punish me for being less active when I had to take a job in New York City. I don't know. I have no idea what that means. Do you have a new channel? What's your new channel? I'll give you a shout out on your new channel. I don't know what it is though. Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused. But yeah, Mikey says I've looked better. Yeah, I look like crap right now. So I get it. I understand. I don't mind letting people know. But yeah, so just having a Monday here being sick. Was basically sick all weekend. You know, I was feeling crappy like Friday evening. And you know, I did a COVID test and Zach's Aquarium. Okay, I'll check that out. But I was feeling bad on Friday, and of course did a COVID test because I was like, man, I don't feel good. I feel sick. I feel like crap. I don't know what's going on. But took a COVID test that was negative. And Saturday, man, I was like, wow, I really have a cold. Obviously, I'm sick and not feeling good. And so I just took a bunch of cold, but just not a bunch, but just took cold medicine, you know. And we had to go clear out a bunch of invasive weeds from Vicky's parents own 5 acres out in Timbuktu out there. And so we went out and bagged all those into garbage bags and took them off to the dump. And I think we got them all off the 5 acres from what we could find. We found it. I think we found them all and got rid of them. But either way, we did that and then came home. And I basically like slept the whole way home. Like I drove down and then Vicky was like, yeah, I'll drive back. And then on the ride back, I just like passed out in the truck and just fell asleep the whole way home. I was like, woke up and was like, yeah, I'm not feeling good at all. So just kind of relaxed. And then, of course, yesterday, took tests and was like, oh, yeah, apparently I have COVID. So, yeah. So that's what's going on. But the thing that pisses me off is that I'm probably going to miss a week of work, which I do not like that at all. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Maybe I wake up tomorrow and feel fine. Who knows? I don't know. If listening to experts, I guess it was only a matter of time. Doctors I heard 2 years ago said everyone will get it. Hopefully your body is prepared to handle it. You think I look okay? Yeah, I mean, I don't look terrible. I'll be all right. Yeah, I mean, chances are I'm going to be okay. Like I said, I did the e-visit, did the electronic e-visit action. And got to talk to the doctor on the phone because it was like, I don't need to go in there. And I have like one of those little at-home, like O2 sat things, whatever they're called. There's a name for them that's really basic, and somebody will know about it in the chat. But I put that on, and like my O2 is like 99, so that's fine. Even when that was like when I was in that coughing fit and I was feeling like garbage. And I've been checking it periodically. Like my O2 sat hasn't gone down or anything like that. My blood pressure seems normal. My heart rate seems normal. All that stuff. My temperature's been within normality. So, I feel wiped out and my skin is feeling all achy. Pulse Ox. There you go. Catherine Thomas. Catherine Thomas is a new member to the channel. I believe Catherine Thomas became a new member when we got gifted subs 2 weeks ago from Aubrey, who, by the way, is one of the most supportive people on this channel, and I had mentioned a while ago of flying out to go fishing with Aubrey, because Aubrey's always out fishing out there. And he mentioned that he would rather. Oh my God, what happened here? What's going on? What is this thing doing? Okay, I don't know what that's doing. Let me get my chat back. What is this pop-up window here? Go away. I have like a weird pop-up window down here. Go away. Okay, I don't know. It's not going away. But Aubrey was saying he would rather come out here to go fishing. Now, I don't know. Realistically, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. And I'm putting it out on the live stream that we gotta do some thinkings on that. We gotta figure out what season and where you want to go fishing out here, and we should probably try to organize that, because I think that would be a fun filming experience. Plus, to go fishing, why not? Yeah, yep. Yeah, the pulse oximeter is legitimately the thing. That is what it is called, and you are correct, Catherine. Yeah, here we go. Okay. If you have become a member, if you go over to the community tab on the YouTube channel, you can scroll down and find the Discord link, because you have a membership. You get access to our Discord until your membership runs out. And even if it's gifted, hey, that's a month where you get to talk to the community and be interactive with the community, and maybe at the very least you make a couple email friends. How about that? Something like that. 6 videos in 7 days. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Better make sure I don't cough all over the place. I'm used to wearing a mask, so I'm not so quick on covering up my cough. I have this there's this pop-up window here, and it won't go away. This thing popped up. I don't know why this won't close. This is annoying. Okay. Well, Windows feature, very helpful. We'll just call it that. It said record high down here, and I clicked on it, and now there's a black pop-up window with no action on it. Nothing going on there, and it's just in the way. I don't know. Big help. We did our time with COVID in our house back in May. It was rough, but it's over. Yeah, I mean, I just assumed, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I had assumed that I had some kind of level of immunity to it that was meaning I was just not catching it, because I got vaccinated, I got boosted, and like I said, it was in the house multiple times, and I didn't catch it. My spouse was sick with it. My daughter was sick with it multiple times. And then, yeah, it just assumed wow, I've got some kind of resistance to it. I'm just not going to catch it, but turns out I did catch it. So it's, I guess, just a matter of time. I guess eventually your immune system or whatever is run down enough that opportunistic viruses can make you sick, Kind of a bummer. Hold on. Yeah, I have to use my mask to cough into. Mickham says, so you're isolated in your own house from the girls? Yeah, that's basically what it is. Aubrey says, that would be awesome. I know next to nothing about fishing in Washington, but you have that big nature up there, and I would love to witness some of it. Yeah, so what you'd want to do, Aubrey, is look up on Washington fishing seasons, just up on, you can find it, Google search it. and look when the fishing seasons are, and then we can figure out which one that you wanted to fish, and we can go do it. Jeremy says, I think I had it back in 2020 before they announced it. Something got all the staff in a week. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible, but always, like, I always try to remind people that, like, unless you have like a confirming test result of something, it's really weird to claim that you specifically had something. It makes sense that you say you think you got it. I mean, you may have, but it's hard to speculate on, you might have just caught some other virus. Because, a while ago I was talking with a buddy and he was like, oh yeah, I had the flu. And it was like, oh, so did you get tested at the, at your doctor's office for influenza or whatever? And they were like, no. And they were like, no, but I got sick for a couple days and had a fever and whatnot. And so, I guess my point with that is like, well, I understand that you could say you got the flu, but unless you have like a positive test that you actually had influenza, you probably just caught some virus or something. And they got super offended. They got super pissed and acted all mad. I was like, well, it would be like me saying, I think I had hepatitis, but I never got tested by a doctor or anybody verified what I had, right? And I'd just be like, well, I was sick. So, it was like 2 weeks before it was announced. Wasn't flu positive per my test. Was the worst I remember in a while. One guy was out for like a month, but I hear you. Yeah, that's the weird thing. It's like us normal people without any kind of like test results, we can all just kind of hypothesize. Like you might have had a sinus infection or something. Who the hell knows? I mean, Mickham says I slept the first 7 to 9 days when I had the Rona. I definitely slept extra today, that's for sure. And I definitely keep feeling like, wow, I could just go to sleep right now, which is not normal for me, although I do have the ability to kind of just take a nap. If I get in a car or something, I'll take a nap. We got a super chat from the Crazy Aquarium guy himself, 50 Swedish kroner. Also said that, but man, starting over. Are you starting over on your YouTube channel? By the way, like starting over on your YouTube channel, is not necessarily a bad thing. Oftentimes, it's the right thing to do. Like, the best advice I can give to people is like, if you put up 100 videos onto YouTube, and you've learned like what works and what doesn't work, it might be worthwhile just to restart your channel with the lessons learned and go from there. Because like if your keywords are all wrong and your titles are wrong and your thumbnails are wrong and all that kind of stuff, like people aren't going to show up and watch your videos, But I know a lot of people that started a bunch of different channels and none of them took, but eventually they found one that did, and they've just been running with that since then. Look at all my 30 to 40 videos. After my Fahaka died, something weird happened, and YouTube hates me. I might as well start a new channel. Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason to get rid of your old channel, but just take the lessons learned from your old channel and start a new channel. It's not fun, but sometimes it's the best thing to do. Member chat from Joel G says, take a nap. I will. My goal is to do a half an hour. We're only 20 minutes in. It might only be a 20 minutes. Who knows? I could be dying. Yeah, freshwater ichthyology says I had what could have been COVID, caused what was like 3 months of really bad coughing that bruised a rib. Wasn't really a reliable test back then. Yeah, there's pretty reliable testing now, which is important. At the beginning, um, at the beginning of the whole pandemic, my thing was is to try and get testing out there so that you could stop spreading it to other people. Some people agreed with me, some people disagreed, but yeah. But that was my whole thing at the time. Oh my god, we only have 11 likes. Oh my god, do we have enough likes? Apparently that's a thing. YouTube says, tell people to hit the like button. You know. YouTube hates me since I used a National Geographic footage to show an example of the electric eel, even if I deleted that part of the video and re-uploaded it. Well, if you're using copywritten material, like the issue is that you're in the wrong. So, like, there's not really a whole big argument to go like, well, but it's fine. It's just so many people have abused that over the years that there's just, it's one of those issues. Hey, any vid or podcast tips for Joel to lurk while resting? Any vid or podcast tips for Joel to lurk while resting? I'm currently working on a couple of videos. One is the hiking video, which I was talking to you guys about before. Another one is living off the grid video. Another one is about elk reintroduction, and another one is about just some straight up fish tankery nonsense. But then, once I get into full swing of rebuilding the fish room here, most of the videos coming out on this channel will be about rebuilding that fish room. So, yeah. Oh, I heard they're going to stop sending out free home COVID tests September 2nd. So, like, order some now. Yeah, that might be a good thing. Teach people how to paint. I mean, I've done painting videos in the past. And honestly, like, I don't spend enough time every week working on paintings to do like a painting YouTube channel. I probably could at some point, but yeah. But people didn't really like painting videos. They didn't like it. And the unfortunate thing is, like, the amount of money I would need to sell paintings at, there's just not a lot of customers that are willing to spend that kind of money for me to dedicate time to, Whoa. Just got like a hot flash. That's weird. The last ones they sent me expired 2 weeks after I got them. Yeah, I think they're still all right, though. I remember looking up on the CDC because we had some that were like some tests that were expired. And they were like, yeah, realistically, they'll still be effective. But, yeah. What kind of C19 test did you take and how many? Maybe it was a false positive. I did four different tests. I did one on Friday, one on Saturday, and then no, 3 different tests. One Friday, one Saturday, one Sunday. So the Saturday and Sunday ones were both positive. Yeah. So, yeah. What kind of tests? They're the home antigen tests. Yeah, they're the home antigen tests. So I found them to be pretty accurate. When Vicky had COVID, it was like positive, 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 and then as she got better from COVID, they went negative. So yeah, I'm just RB3 is here. What's up, George? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm just out here with COVID, so I'm gonna be stuck at home here for a while. Um, let's see. Fair use is the difficult part. I cite where footage comes from, but obviously either way, it flags up and is difficult. I have no idea how channels cope on entirely others' footage. So a lot of channels out there, they don't care about getting flagged. They're not monetized or whatnot. Um, you know, there are a lot of channels out there that just do all sorts of crazy stuff, and that's why the rules get made. And then, that it's basically what it boils down to. Oftentimes, like if you remove the audio, you can generally get away with, putting a clip in that is a video clip, and if you cite like where it came from, you could technically get away with it or something, but I just wouldn't even bother to do it. But if you really want to use footage, there's licensable footage out there. There's a lot of companies that sell footage that you can license, just like music you can license. I'm not affiliated with any of them, so I don't know. There's a bunch out there. You just have to Google search which one you like. I'm sure there's a million different YouTube review videos on which ones are good and which ones are bad, though, Again, sorry, Joel, and evening else to be this guy asking for shout-outs, but before reaching 4,000 hours watch time and 1,000 subs, you're basically effed. Yeah, I mean, that's basically how it goes. Yeah, I mean, that's really how it goes. Before you get to 1,000 subs, you're just kind of stuck. Here's the thing. Like, that's the channel name. I don't have the channel here. But I would, I would, the thing is that I would tell people to go, post in some forums, post Reddit, that kind of stuff. Like, that's probably going to be the best way to go about it. There's a lot of groups and stuff that share fish videos out, but I don't know. I have COVID brain. I don't even know what the hell's going on with any of that stuff. Yeah. There are a lot of groups out there. I'm just not really associated with those groups just because, I don't know. I've found it to be like way too much drama for me, realistically. So I'm just not really involved with a lot of those groups. Oh, Susan for SLC was here. Hey, what's up? And I guess she left already. Bye-bye. Okay. Susan was here and she left. Thinking about doing a new show called Fish Dad Jokes. That'd be pretty good. You could probably do that in shorts. If you did those on like YouTube Shorts, that would probably work. You could do little Fish Dad joke clip videos, and those would probably do pretty well. Shorts are the big thing these days. I've always wanted to do documentary type stuff. I've always wanted to do long form like documentary type stuff and building videos and things like that. And them being self-funded all the time has become extraordinarily difficult. It's been extraordinarily difficult to work 50 hours a week, commute back and forth, take care of my daughter, work on projects, film things, do all that kind of stuff, and also pay the bills. And it's been weird. It's been a weird vibe. But I do look forward to building a little fish room here, getting back to setting up and breaking down my tanks and aquascaping them and changing them up. I just the timeline is not moving as rapidly as I would like. The timeline is going much, 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 much slower than I would have hoped. But, I think everybody has to deal with that these days. Things are just not moving along as fast as I think everybody would want them to move, I don't like the drama queens. No, I don't. No, I don't, Jeremy. I don't. All right. Well, we've actually accomplished our half an hour COVID stream. COVID stream accomplished. I don't know what's going on. It's Monday. Thanks everybody for coming out. I appreciate everybody. Oh yeah, Zach, a crazy aquarium guy for the super chat, and Joel G for the member chat, of course, as always. And apparently we have gifted subs enabled now, so we got to take advantage of that at some point. And I want to start gifting subs to people, but I don't know how other people figured out how to do that. I know some people figured out how to do that, but regardless, I got to figure out how to get rid of this pop-up window on here. And that's it for today, because I think I'm just going to start coughing and probably fart or something, Anyhow, talk to you guys later.